Okay, so we're back, and what has transpired since we last left you is that now we have our pasta completed. Now, you can use, I use regular elbow macaroni usually when I'm doing those big dishes for the parties or Super Bowl parties or what have you. But you can use any type of that you want to. I just use elbow macaroni pretty much is what I do. Now, pretty much this elbow macaroni, I just put some olive oil with some boiling water, mix that olive oil up in there so that when your pasta's cooking, it doesn't stick together. That's basically what you want to do. I don't cook my pasta all the way. You can follow the instructions on the back of the package, but I do not cook my pasta to full. It's pretty much al dente. My philosophy behind that is simply because you're going to mix it, you're going to put it in the oven, and it's going to cook some more there too. So, in order to avoid not having any mushy, macaroni or what have you, I cook it al dente. It's drained off. I haven't rinsed it off. I want to keep it hot. I still want to kind of keep it, hot. I'm just going to transfer this on over. Transfer this over. Fits perfectly in the pot or in the casserole, as you can see, casserole pan. First thing I need to do, yes, I want to put some sea salt in here. I'm going to explain to you why I'm using sea salt as opposed to regular salt. And I'll tell you why in a second. Sea salt. Got some pepper I'm going to grind in there. I'll try to get this mixed up in here as much as possible. Normally if I have a big pan, I'll just get some rubber gloves and come in here and really mix this up. Okay. Add it to your taste or what have you. We'll add that last. Okay, we had a little bit blunder there, so I guess no more salt. I guess somebody's trying to tell me something. Now, what we decided to use, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to use extra sharp cheese that my lovely fiance Audra grated up for me. Thank you, baby. We're going to go ahead and put that up on the okay. Get that in here. That's going to get mixed up in there as best as possible. I barely have enough room to do it, but you want to kind of get it in there. The key is, the more cheese, the better. This is extra sharp cheese now. Usually I'm using like just regular sharp cheese, but extra sharp cheese is the best for it. Trust me, it is the best for mac and cheese. You can use any type of cheese that you want, quite frankly. You can use any type of cheese that you wish to use. I just prefer extra sharp cheddar. It is a little bit more pricier than your regular sharp cheddar cheese, but I love it. Next, what we have here is some evaporated milk or cream or whatever you want to call it. You're pretty much just going to pour that in generously all over. One other step people like to use is egg. Now, our family stopped using egg back in the late 90s in macaroni and cheese because we had family members who were allergic to eggs or didn't like eggs or didn't like the cholesterol that was in eggs, and quite frankly, I just developed the philosophy that eggs just simply get in the way of the mac and cheese. Eggs is used to kind of spread macaroni and cheese out, pretty much. Eggs just get in the way of the cheese and all the other goodness that's inside it. So we're mixing that up with the cheese and the shells, all that good stuff, right? I even got a little bit more cheese I can incorporate. So we're gonna get that mixed up in there. I like to add a little parsley, just for the color effect. Going back to the salt, like I was trying to say, I was going to get into the salt later. Glad I stopped using it, or it kind of went off on me. With extra sharp cheddar cheese, You do not need that much salt. There's enough salt and extra sharp cheese to do you just fine. So you don't have to worry about that at all. So now what I'm gonna do, add a little bit more pepper over the top. The rest of this cheese I have in here is just gonna go right on the top of the whole thing. It's gonna coat the whole thing. Let's take the knife out of here. I'm a little bit messy right now. It's gonna coat the entire thing. There you go. You take your Reynolds wrap. And what we're going to do, we're going to put this in the oven. I will let you know in part 3 how long I put this in here for. The oven is set for 400. I'm not quite sure on the time, but in part 3, when this comes out the oven and I show you, I will let you know the time. But that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Big CaLi coming at you with part 2. Doing it big. Much love to you. We'll be back for part 3.